Suicide Boys is back with SBG59, aka the Suicide Boys, rapping out of New Orleans. Now they dropped their album already. I've already heard it. I'll be doing a little review right after this, but I needed to show you guys this particular song off the album. This is my favorite one just because of the vibe. Now, I've been listening to SB maybe 6 or 7 years, but I don't consider myself like that heavy into the fandom and stuff. Just like my viewers are a big heavy SB fans, so they sent me a bunch of their music. So I know quite a bit of their songs and the whole crew, you know, Scrim, Ruby, and a lot of the guys who are associated with that funk sound, especially coming out of the SoundCloud era. So for me, like, listening to this album was, in my opinion, a very good representation of Suicide Boys. But we're gonna get into that right now. We about to hit up Napoleon. Check this out.
I got that hit in my system. Somebody about to be my victim.
Bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, work that. Bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, work that. Bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, work that. Back, baby, act bad.
Come on, y'all.
Bananas, rat-a-tat-a with a hammer, y'all crack on 504 and 7 ward in the 9th inning. Bitch, you about to die if I see you shit granted. Rough fucking rugged, I was raised up in the slime. Suicide mindset, but I'm alive and winning. Bitch, I'm about to slide so hard, I'm slipping. Dodging on my demons, but I keep on tripping. Wallet full of cream, let the sleep while spinning. I'm a big shot, keep on sipping. Big hootie that living off.
This is easily the hypest song off the album. There's like 3 songs that are like very up tempo, very energy fueled, very, you know, banging. But this one, especially since it's the second song off the album, delicious. God damn.
Sipping on no corny ass bitch. Pop a pill like Kodak, I glitch for the Twitch. Cup stay dirty like I'm pulling up in Flint. I need some roars just to hold up my wrist. Might catch a STD the way they all on my dick. For once I leave the crib and see they still ain't no shit. This super sick shit is hot, still in my piss. Mask in the stick, feel like Dillip in the pier. I don't fuck with nobody like I went celibate. Boy, breathing for his life, they think he meditating. I'm at the corner store yelling, Assalamu alaikum. Bunch of boys ready to kill, cause that's how mama raised them. The way I'm laughing, all these rappers ain't my drug test me. So, ass Ruby, I got no memory. What type of drug dog I need every? No king of the north, motherfucker Jeffrey. Ride from the great to fuck up the algorithm. I don't beef for boys that ain't got no alpha in them. Just for fun, I'm that motherfucker that'll crash shit. And I'm outside of where they at.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Come on, y'all.
Left foot step, right foot slide. Threes in the air, reppin' grade 5-9. Left foot step, right foot side. Threes in the air, reppin' grade 5-9.
G59, ladies and gentlemen, that's Suicide Boys Napoleon. Now, like I said, majority of the album isn't quite like this. There are like 3 songs that are mostly similar to this vibe, very up tempo, very high energy. It really screams single off the album. This is the stuff that you're gonna be jumping in the club when they're doing their live shows, going yeah. Especially with the way how it starts off. The way how it starts off is perfect.
Somebody about to be my victim.
I got that Henny in my system. Somebody about to be my victim. Imagine you hear that at the start of the show. Oh my God. You gonna be off the roof, bruh. That's what I'm talking about. That is fire. The other songs off the album that I'm thinking of, I know one is Chainbreaker, Self-Inflicted, and a bit of Gray, a bit. But I think for me, Napoleon, Chainbreaker, and Self-Inflicted are the probably the hypest off the album. And the rest of the album is very much in line with what Suicide Boys has always been about. A very real look at life in these more of a a struggling scene. But I can get into that. We're gonna get into that. But for now, Napoleon, definitely a banger. Definitely check out the entire album. Die Kingdom Come, Suicide Boys. And now we're gonna kick it off to the album review. P. Alright. Suicide Boys, Die Kingdom Come, top to bottom. Now I did listen to this like a couple weeks ago. It starts off super strong with Count Your Blessings being one of the longer songs on the album. Great introduction to the album, but when you actually listen to the full thing, it's very clear that Count Your Blessings is actually would be more in line as the ending of the album. It very much hits that outro vibe more so than the intro, and it aligns with the full circle moment that Monochromatic gives at the end of the album. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now though, Count Your Blessings, very much a solid introduction to what you're expecting from the rest of the album. It hits it has its own standout feel to it, and what comes directly after it is like totally different. You got Napoleon, which for me is the standout single off the album. It has a very, very strong LA bounce vibe to it, which is very different from the rest of the album. But for me, that just screams single. It is even the way how it starts with the intro. I got Henny in my system. Somebody about to be my victim, and then it just bounces right into it. Like, thinking of the shows and having that as an introduction to the song is mad hype. This is the hype single off the album. I particularly like this song the most, but that's just because I like the LA bounce vibe quite a bit. The rest of the album does lean in more so into the funk genre, which Suicide Boys has always been very much known for. It's very self-reflective, very much a think piece on how far they've come, where their plans going, how fame has changed them, people who have switched up on them. You get a lot of that switched up vibe later on in the album. But Oh What a Wretched Man I Am, that's definitely the one that kind of gives the impression like, oh, we've definitely come a long way, and here's where we started. It's very, very self-reflective. So is Full of Grace. Then we get Chainbreaker. Chainbreaker just bangs. It's just another banger, similar to Napoleon. Now in At the Hour of Our Death is like a happy medium. Very much still self-reflective. Very much an ode to past times, while still having a very strong like beat. The beat is more up tempo than the others, and it carries still that hype of vibe to it, but it's more closer, I'd say, to Oh What a Wretched Man and Full of Grace in that regard. Self-Inflicted, fucking banger, man. Oh my god. Self-Inflicted is similar to an interlude, but not quite. It's still a standalone song, but it definitely explains where they got the name from, where they got their name from for Suicide Boys. But it also leans closer into Napoleon and Count Your Blessings, where it kind of explains like, yeah, but we're not like that no more. Like we are living our best lives right now. We've done quite a lot to make it from that point, that starting point as the Suicide Boys, and they're just grateful. They've done quite a lot. They've moved on. They've definitely improved as artists. And then Great just kind of slams that he just doubles down on that. Gray is a big shout out to where they came from, the whole G59 movement. And what I like the most about the entire album is there's this common theme throughout the entire thing. It's like, you did good, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've come a long way. You did great. You're doing well. And hence it, once again, it goes right back to the beginning. Count your blessings. Like this is a kind of like a big yes. We made it. We're doing a lot better than we think we are, and we're grateful. You can definitely hear the gratitude in Carried Away and Monochromatic, which then leads me back to what I was saying at the very beginning about Count Your Blessings being more of a outro than it is an intro, because Carried Away and Monochromatic are very much like a shout out to the fans. It's no longer about, yo, we did that, we got our bags, we got that lean, we still sipping on scissor and you know, whatever drugs we doing and shit, but more so, we came out of a really terrible fucking situation, and it's all thanks to the fans who have supported us and that kind of stuff. So Carried Away and Monochromatic is definitely the song for the fans, and Count Your Blessings is like the outro that says, yo, we did that, thank fuck, because it could have been a lot worse. And then that's when it kind of gives that loop, and you get to see what it could have been and how bad it was. And oh, what a wretched man I am, and full of grace. In my opinion, this is a solid fucking album. Very well done, very thematic, very thought through. You know, incredibly. It's not polarizing by any means. Fluid. There were some standout songs that I particularly will be adding to my playlist. But in general, I think fans of Suicide Boys are really gonna like this album. It has a very all-encompassing feel to it. Like, this is the best representation of Suicide Boys. You get everything that you expect from Suicide Boys plus a little more. So that's just me coming from like a bystander as a fan. Looking from the outside in, I think fans of Suicide Boys are really gonna enjoy this album. I particularly, not being like a huge fan, but just a regular fan, I really like this album. And I've heard quite a bit of their albums, but I think this one is probably the one I'm gonna be playing the most now, and probably the one I'm gonna reference and share with people. This is a really, really solid album. A rating, I'd say 8. Simply because it, like I said, it's very all-encompassing. Like, this is a great example of Suicide Boys. You know, it definitely is introspective without feeling depressing. Because a lot of previous Suicide Boys like albums and songs very, very much lean into the depression. They are very, very sad albums, but this one is not sad. It's very it's actually quite hopeful, especially near the end. It definitely is more of an ode to what has been, and a shout out to what is, and a very much a lookout for the future. So yeah, that's me. I'm thinking a solid 8 for me. But let me know what you guys think. What were your favorite songs off the album? Mine are Napoleon, Self-Inflicted, and probably Monochromatic. Yeah, I think either Monochromatic and Carried Away for me are like together. They definitely go well together. So yeah, I'll say Napoleon, Self-Inflicted, Carried Away, and Monochromatic together. Those are definitely my favorite songs off the album. But you let me know what y'all been feeling off this album, man. I think y'all ate really well this year for Suicide Boys. But anyway, that's my review on the album. Make sure you guys go check out the Thy Kingdom Come album by Suicide Boys. Shout out G59. Shout out the boys who've been watching the streams. Make sure you come over on twitch.tv/thewave collective. The links are in the description. They're right there for you. But we do that kind of thing very, very often on stream. Make sure you guys stay safe, stay up, and stay blessed as always. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.